Everything I say about my mom is 100% true. The only thing that's not totally accurate is that she doesn't really have that voice. She says things that should be said in that voice.
Please, take your time. I lived in California in the 1960s.
She's all for pushing the envelope. I mean, I moved to New York City when I was 17 with a guy in his band called Dick Sister. My mom should have had some follow-up questions, but she was like on the front lawn in a dashiki. Like, sounds fantastic. But then, you know, if I say anything that she deems isn't like within her like aggressively liberal accepting speech, over-encompassing speech, then she'll be like, Rachel, you're pushing the limit. But again, today she's gonna be on her best behavior. You might not see those aspects of Karen. Hey, Mom.
Hey, sweetie.
What do you think of my impression of you? Is it fair?
I think it's quite accurate. I frequently recognize myself, especially when you're physically acting like me. I recognize a lot of things that you gestures, tone of voice, all that.
I'm a very soulful dancer, so people really respond to my dancing. It's true.
Meanwhile, her dancing is actually so awful, it's confusing.
I think when you start picking on my dancing, I take that a little more personally because I take pride in being able to, you know, line dance and booty dance and all that stuff.
What kind of dancing?
Booty dancing, line dancing, that's it.
That's fair. Hands off booty dancing.
She likes it when I impersonate her. She gets upset if I don't do her. And if I don't talk about her, she'll go, where was I? And that's her way of saying she's disappointed. She'll go, I thought I was gonna be in your talent show, which is what she calls my stand-up.
Mom, what's your least favorite joke of mine?
There's this one where you talk about how much turquoise I wear.
And she loves turquoise. She just loves American Indian pieces. She loves anything turquoise. She collects them. She loves anything American Indian at all. She loves it.
And she wears a ridiculous amount of these obnoxious, like, plaque-sized things. And then she acts very surprised if anyone compliments one of them. She does a real modest play. She goes,
oh, thank you. Oh, I forgot that I had this on today. That's so... Isn't that funny? I totally forgot about that. How sweet of you to notice. What fun.
Meanwhile, it's like a Navajo graveyard covering her entire left breast.
Like, sometimes I get uncomfortable when I hear that. On the other hand, you know, there's this other thing you do about the menopausal gown.
Everything about her is just too much. Like, she's always stopping people in public and trying to have these sort of jazzy moments with people. Like, and they're not having the moments with her. That's what we want her to understand. She's always wearing some sort of a long menopausal cape.
Is that one out of line? Am I out of line?
Yeah, actually, I think you were at the time. It was out of line because I think I was menopausal at the time.
Oh.
And looking back on it, it's actually, I don't feel that way anymore.
Too close to home. That was
Yeah,
too close to home because you were having active hot flashes while I was saying menopausal cape. That's fair, Mom. And would you say it is true that you do wear a hostile amount of Native American jewelry, or rather a fun-loving amount of Native American jewelry?
Yes, that's true. That's definitely true. Although I'm also wearing, I'm wearing earrings right now that you bought for me that are black razor blades. Do you remember those?
No.
I think the funny thing about it is neither of us realized they were razor blades, but every time I wear them, people come right up to me and say, I can't believe you're wearing razor blades in your ears. So, yeah, we did that together. Together, we didn't know what we were getting, but I like them a lot.
I'll keep sending you weapons-related jewelry.
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, it's weird. Performing in front of your parents, you don't want to say filthy things, even if you know they're not gonna, you know, be disappointed. It's just weird, you know? Like, I made accidental eye contact with my mom while I was saying mediocre hand job, and it was one of the worst moments of my life. Just her, even though she was jazzed and encouraging, but you don't want your mom to hear about, you know, mediocre hand jobs.
Mom, do you have any plans for Mother's Day?
I'd really love to be in New York City on Mother's Day this year.
Oh yeah? Why New York? It's like Wuhan, China right now.
Because you're there.
Well, thank you. That's very lovely. What are your actual plans? What do you think you might do? What do you think you and Howie might get into?
We usually go out. There's lots of good places to eat around here, so maybe we'll be able to go out of our house that day. We're hoping. That would be nice.
Yeah, probably. You probably just should stay inside, and if you go for a walk, dress like robbers.
I'll try that out.
Okay, Mom, the documentary Call Your Mother is going to be on air on Comedy Central on Mother's Day. Are you going to watch it?
You bet. What time?
10/9 Central.
Okay. I'll write it down.
Awesome, Karen. Get on your finest menopausal Navajo cape now that you're through menopause, and pour yourself a tiny Heineken. You like those mini Heinekens, right?
7 ounces.
Okay, so get yourself a 7-ounce beer and get ready. So set your DVRs. Have you ever set a DVR?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, love you, Mom. See you soon.
Okay. Love you too, sweetie.